Hey guys, it's today's Stumpy from the 405th. Today is going to be casting in your mold, I guess 101. Just kind of go over how I do it. You might see a lot online, but we're just going to go how I do it. So, the dumb, simple way of doing things, I guess. So, first start out, my material I'm using is SmoothCast 320. It's the ultra low viscosity from Smooth On. I got them pre-measured right now. What I do is I take a cup and I put a B on it. B for blue and yellow, Y for yellow, yeah. And I have a line here. So one thing about a 1-to-1 part plastic is you really don't have to be extremely precise. Just make a line to the line and it's going to work. It's kind of like Bondo where you really can't mess it up. Well, you can, but if you use too much callus, it's going to harden quicker. Kind of the same thing with this. It's not too crazy like. So I have not added my So Strong black tin yet. It's you need to add it. This is on there. It's mix into Part B. Part B is actually the clear ones. It doesn't take a lot. Just a drop or two. Kind of squeezes out, oozes out mostly. Now I'm blocking your camera right now. I just take it. I just mix it up. Stir, 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 stir until it's black. They're not really suggested how long you stir this for, but I just do it until I feel, you know, it's thoroughly mixed. It's kind of about how feeling with some of the stuff is. And that's good right there. So I'm going to go ahead. Now what I do is I have 2 cups, one for the yellow, one for the blue, part A, part B. And I go ahead and I pour my mix into my main mixing cup, which you can use over and over and over again. That's the benefit. So that's all taken care of. And now, I take my part A, which is a kind of a tea color, pour it into my part B. And that's pretty good. And then I just start mixing. Now, you see, my mold is on the floor. It's kind of hard to see. What I do is I'm inside right now, obviously. So I went out and bought a big piece of plastic to put down so I can't get on my floor. And also I put cardboard down on top. Instead of reading my plastic, I have scrap pieces of cardboard. So right now I'm just mixing. I'm going to mix about, 20-30 seconds. You don't have to mix that long with this stuff. They say scrape the sides. For your first batch, you definitely want to mix a little longer because it seems like the heat from another batch does help cure it quicker than stirring. Now I can actually feel the heat through my hands just like even through these gloves. Now I'm not using plastic gloves. I'm using these Craftsman work gloves. I find out with the mother mold with the plastic paste, it gets kind of hard in your hand. So I'm going to go ahead and just dump it in. So all I'm doing is dumping it in. Not worrying about really where it goes. So I got it all dumped in. Put my cup back. And here's the next step. All you gotta do, kind of like an Adams video, is just start turning this sucker around. That's all you really need to do. And this is all I do. Now the key is the first coat. You want to get every spot. So down here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch it get down to my edge. All my edges covered. Now, notice I'm wearing long sleeves. It suggests that you wear long sleeves for this stuff because it can burn your skin. If it does, which I've done it before, it's not too fun. It kind of sticks and peels off. Hopefully you can see this. I will check in the video before I do it. Alright, now I'm just kind of fuss around. And one thing you notice is my big thing here is I want to just coat everything in the first batch. That's why I use about 10 ounces. I feel like 10 ounces is about the perfect, well, 10 to 12 ounces is about the perfect size for a helmet this size to coat everything in a nice, good, thin layer. That way I'm not really wasting material. Because the idea of a cast is you want to get it as, not thin as possible, but as even as possible throughout your entire cast. So right now, you can't see inside here, unfortunately, but eventually it starts sticking up, and here's what I do. Well, sorry about that, my video turned off, so kind of back where I was at, I think I was talking about my gloves. I use these Craftsman gloves because the liquid actually can't get through this, and because of the mother mold, it's kind of sharp, it actually would tear up normal gloves. So, as you can see here, if you look inside, it's kind of hard to see maybe a little bit, but I got it pretty much all coated. I did a few more layers in between these two videos. Pretty much all I keep doing is just spinning around like I showed you, like this. And the more layers you add, the quicker it will cure, believe it or not. The first layer I put in took a good probably 2 minutes before it turned into this white or grayish color. And that's with the So Strong tint in it. But like the third and fourth layer, I put a total of 5 layers in here. So about 12 ounces per batch. And then I'm trying to think right now. I don't know what to say, huh? Yeah, I just keep coating it, trying to make it even as possible so there's no big clumps. You want to spray material, like I said, to get thin as possible. But yeah, you just keep twisting around. Make sure you get this extra lip here I had. This is what I would trim off. I still want to cover that so my edge is real nice and solid and sturdy. Some people have complained about, oh, I get a thin edge, or that's why I made this extra neck, as you can see in my master behind me. I wanted to make sure I have enough edge. So I'm going to actually let this cure. It says demold in 10 minutes, but for this size, because because my mother mold is kind of tight, I'm going to let it cure for probably about 2 hours or more before I actually try to demold it, so I don't actually, you know, bend the plastic, which really isn't possible, but I'd rather keep it solid, not do anything to it. So the benefit of this is you pull this out of the mold, and you put your hand through, kind of find a thin spot. You can actually go ahead and make a small batch and put it in, because the helmet itself is going to keep the exact shape. It's kind of act like a mini motherboard, I guess, in a way. So that's pretty much it. That's how I make my molds for all you out there who have been asking about that on YouTube. So like I said, it's kind of the amateur way to do things, but sometimes we don't have a professional way to do it. You gotta do it your way. So that's pretty much it. You guys have any questions, just send me a message on YouTube or anything like that. Take care.